Yes. Okay. So everything's okay, so we can officially start. So last weekend on the 24-hour stream, I played about 10 hours of Divinity Original Sin 2. The idea of the run was to play with the solo Necromancer, so a single character instead of the 4-man party, using Lone Wolf, but not using invisibility unless it's absolutely necessary to use a potion. Partly to give kind of a, well, many reasons. To do a challenge run, do a solo run, but also, especially in Act 1, especially in Fort Joy, also make it as a guide. So even if you don't play as a solo character, you can still follow the same path and get the max experience before you leave Act 1. So partly challenge run, partly guide / educational stuff. So we'll continue from that. We did everything in the Fort Joy Fortress. Last time, got to level 6, which is maximum level you can get before you escape. And then we killed Dallis for the achievement for the hammer. What I guess I should still say about that is that what I did in Fort Joy Prison, you should, unless you want to do specifically a challenge that you want to get to max level before you escape, you should do everything I did. But you should actually escape a little bit sooner, and you would be more efficient. But just for challenge reasons, I wanted to do everything there before I escape. So let's go back. Let's go back to the game and let's begin. So today we will escape, and we will do, if not everything, at least enough in Act 1, so that we get to level 9 before we leave. And again, because the experience in the game works in a way that whether you are a single character, a duo, or a 4-man party, everyone levels the same amount. So if you get 1000 experience from a kill or a quest, that 1000 goes to all 4 if you have a 4-man party. So to recap a little, we leveled up to level 6 and we have not escaped the prison yet. So next step is to actually save the cat, so that we get the familiar spell. And then find the next merchants and then start doing stuff. If I remember where the stuff is still, we'll do it in kind of a order of the relative difficulty. Level 8 is the next big milestone, because that's when you get the next tier of spells. So they go 4, 8, 12, 16. Well, at least 4, 8, 12. So on level 8 we get the next tier of spells. So we are kind of where we are for level 6, 7 until we hit 8. Hey Tiny Frog, we are just getting started, and everyone else as well. So no, you have missed nothing yet. Okay. Let's see. Let's organize things here a bit. There's my shield. I will be using Dallis's hammer, the one you get if you kill Dallis before you escape. I will use this because this is more or less perfect for me. It is not a shield, so I can't use my bouncing shield. But other than that, this is amazing because it has intelligence, which is the most important stat for me. It also adds Necromancer. That is not so relevant, because I only need 1 point in Necromancy for my skills. The rest actually gives me more health back on attacks as the Necromancy does. But that's kinda irrelevant. Of course, it might save my life at some point, but probably the difference between 1 and 4 is so small that it doesn't really matter. "24-hour streams 2.0? No, not 24 hours, but a long stream. Long stream it will be. Okay, I'll keep using Kevin's rope for now, but with this Magister's Mantle is actually a decent one as well. The initiative gloves probably not, I do need teleportation. Some crafting components. Do I care about the clothes scraps? Probably not. Healing potion. Let me see if I put my potions. Where are my potions? I put my potions here, right? Yeah. Actually, I will sell the fireball. I'm not going to use it. Resurrection scroll. Think I can probably sell most of these, so let's sell. Because I'm alone, I don't need resurrection. Restoration is nice bonus. Armor frost is nice. Tremor grenades I do need. I have quite a lot of gold. So I'm mostly out of the money problems already, but I will still be looting stuff. Money is really tight in the early game. The longer you go, the less money problems you have, but if you have a more 4-man party, you will struggle with the money a bit in Act 1 if you don't steal stuff. Because you have to buy skills for everyone. I'm not going to use the Clawed Paws. I will keep the Viper's Tongue, that's great. Yeah, you know what? Because we are still lacking the damage a little bit. I think the shield, the bouncing shield is so important to me that I have to keep on using the Viper's Tongue, which also gives me warfare. That's also damage, but with the shield, I can still use the shield bounce for a little bit additional damage. The most important skill, the best skill in the game, or the most damaging spell, well, the best skill in the game is the Corpse Explosion, so we'll be using this. Hey Aurelius, hey Koma. Yeah, Tiny, I saw your message. If I don't remember to put it there, you can. Well, I'll put my email in there, so you can then return on that. Okay, but let's continue. There's nothing for me to do here in Fort Joy anymore, so we killed everyone. Delis and Alexander escaped. Delis and Alexander escaped, so now it's our time to escape and get the cat safely out from here. Because the cat can die, and you don't get the achievement. You don't get familiar spell. So there are many ways to escape. I have cleared all the paths already, so it doesn't matter which way I escape. And as far as experience goes, the escaping itself, it doesn't matter how you do it. You can sneak out. You can sneak out from here. If you recall. You can come out of here. You can go down this ladder, and you'll be out. You could go to the sewers after you deal with Niles. You could go through the harbor where I fought the silent monks and a bunch of magisters. So you could escape from there. You could escape through the dungeons, go with Hal with the boat. Hey, Rockstar Road, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. But we'll just take the bridge. So the bridge here is still up, but when we use this, the bridge will go down, and we'll go through that. So we You don't yet get the experience. When you get the... if you want to do everything in the fortress, what you need to do is... before you get experience from escaping, you have not escaped yet. So if I hadn't fought Dallis, this is the moment when I escape. And this is when you couldn't no longer kill Dallis before you escape. And the amount of experience actually depends a bit what you do. In the prison.
A blood-stained sign reads "The Hollow Marshes" in knife-scratched cursive.
Yeah, I think the 14k is that's what you get. You get the bunch of like you get, for some reason you get 2400 like multiple times.
As it curls itself around your ankles.
Hey,
looks like you've got yourself a
cat's out of the bag. So the cat escapes. We don't get any experience from that, but we do get the cat familiar spell. This is very useful to us because by this gives us another chance to displace, because we can change positions with our familiar. That gives us another teleportation ability, which can be useful in the beginning. And also, if you play as a summoner, which is the strongest class to play in the beginning of the game, especially on Lone Wolf, the cat is a decent DPS as well. Although it's not better than the actual summon you get, but still. Okay, this fellow here. Okay, well, if it's not obvious, there will be a lot of spoilers in this one, but also spoilers about other stuff that I'm not playing currently. So if you have Ifan in the party, you want to come here to talk to this guy.
The hooded man exudes a restrained menace that near
Be not frightened of me. Perhaps I can even offer some aid. I only stock the best, more precious wares, are they not?
This guy does have a decent gear, so I'm checking that he wouldn't happen to have some good necklace for me or a ring, but I don't see anything, so I don't really care. Okay. First things first. Let's see, do we... Well, yes, I guess I should say this is where the harbor is. So we could have also escaped just by walking out of the harbor. It would have been the same thing. So let's go and have our first fight. If you recall the mage from the boat who explodes everything, she's here. She's here and she's not too friendly. So we'll do something with him or her.
My lord, I beg you, make me whole.
Interesting. She doesn't attack us right away. I remember she actually attacked us right away.
The woman traces glyphs in the air, and you cringe, expecting a barrage of ice and fire. Instead, a bit of smoke sputters forth. She cries to the skies in frustration, in a recognizable rail-thin...
My lord,
She sees you approach.
You are my sin. The judge has condemned.
She turns her head to the heavens.
I offer this sacrifice. You won't come between us again.
She has some initiative, so she goes first. And in this fight, we don't have our we don't have corpses to explode here, but she doesn't have that much. She only has 55 physical one, so we can control this fight really easily by just getting that physical armor away and then using the knockouts as last time. And yeah, our damage is really high. I guess in case you didn't watch the first part, because we have a lone wolf. Hey Pennywise, hey Onion, hey Swoopy. I'm not waiting for the full release of Baldur's Gate. I will be playing the early access, but just not now because everyone is playing now. So I'm waiting a couple of weeks, but I expect to play about 100 hours of the early access, trying different classes, stuff like that. But yeah, because we have Lone Wolf, every point we put in our skills doubles. So that's why our intelligence is as high as it normally would be, kind of all the way into the Act 1. So we are way powerful now than we should be, in a way, because of the Lone Wolf. So that's why most of the enemies here are kinda easy to us. But there are fights that will be hard, and we have to think about them a bit.
The Magisters aren't the only ones looking for me, but who is it? And why?
Okay, Geomancer, that's alright. Oh, 2 Geomancers, interesting. I'm not going to use them. But this one is important, because with this I can turn myself into different classes. Especially if you're not playing as an elf, you can turn yourself into an elf with this and eat stuff just like you would be just like you are an elf. So that is an important item. The Geomancer stuff I probably don't care about. We already have the teleportation, so we don't care about that. Do we care about this rune? No. Okay. Some of the loot drops are fixed. For example, you always get this mask from this lady, but then more or less whenever you see the green, the uncommon ones, the blues, the rares, the purples, the epics, and then the legendaries later, the items are always random, or the stats are random. It might be fixed that, okay, this lady drops a ring and an armor, for example, but whatever stats you get, whether you get +1 Geomancer or you get +1 Warfare, that's random. There are uniques in the game, like for example this shield. Those are fixed. I don't remember if this rat had anything special if we have a pet spell, but we're not going to get that now. Okay, there are some dead magisters here. There's some undead here. Of course, the undead will. There's a dog here as well. The undead here do give me.
I wonder who did this.
They give me a warning that I should not enter the hollow marches. We can get some, because we are an elf, we can get some hints from by eating their heads or body parts. So let's see what they say.
You are floating a few inches above the ground. Your friends are impressed. You bask in their hoots and hollers.
Oh, we actually learned to spread your wings from that. I remember there was some information about skeletons there, but apparently not. Alright, there's Achusa's leg. So the magister that Dallis killed.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas. He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot.
Oops, we killed Verdas. Storm, I haven't played Divinity Original Sin 1, but story is shared. In a way, there's a big time gap between, I think. But the kind of the setting, the world is the same. There are some same characters, and but story is kinda unique, I guess. Madman definitely not blind. This is a challenge run playing as a solo character with Lone Wolf. I have played this game about 400 hours, I think. So I'm doing a challenge run with just single character instead of the 4-man party you usually use in this game. And I'm also showing how to get to level 9 before you leave the Act 1. For challenge and educational purposes. Okay, let's fight these guys. I remember that they give me a warning here or something.
We leave corpses to warn you away,
Yeah.
but still you intrude on our rest. Was I ever so stupid when I wore flesh? No matter, our master was clear. No. Oh, sweet thing. If you think I'll spill the tale just because you asked, pretty.
She reaches for her weapon.
Slave, I promise you.
Okay, so 4-man fights. Swashbuckler has 115 physical armor. Do we care about the others? No, we really don't. Let's see, how do we do this? We don't have all the. We don't have the nether swap yet, so we can't group them all together, but we can still do stuff. So let's go up ourselves. Actually, let's not take the flesh sacrifice yet. Let's take you down. Take the biggest target there. I'm thinking what will be the tricky part about this one, but actually one thing is that you can also target things in here. I didn't show this last time. It's sometimes very useful. The highlight could be better at what's the actual targets here, but sometimes it's easier to target from the top. Okay. So I could kill this guy pretty easily now. Okay, let's use the corpse explosion and kill this guy, because I think he's the most dangerous one. I'm out of physical armor, but if I recall, these guys don't have knockout, so okay, he has a chicken. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem, but I think we'll still survive this. Especially because this guy now misses because we are chicken. And he shoots too low. Yeah, we might die here, but let's see.
Come from fog, bound for clear skies. Elf child, find
who?
me.
Whose voice is this?
Okay, but because we were chicken, we missed our turn. Now we have full action points. They didn't kill me in time, so now they die. Let's just see. Let's see how we do that. Let's sacrifice for extra point. The problem is actually the infect here, which I didn't think about. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't It actually applies from that afar. So when you don't have a physical armor, you get infected by your own. So that's a little bit of problem, because now we will do less damage. Again, because I don't have a shield at the moment, the Sucker Punch is a super useful skill that almost no one uses for nearly free knockouts. Okay, so now things are kinda simple because we have our teleports unlocked again. So yeah, we heard that voice there. There's a big void creature here in the marshes, but that we don't really want to fight yet. Especially for solo character, that is the toughest fights here. What I could have done also was to teleport these corpses there and do some corpse explosion stuff, but it was kind of a simple fight. Again, the order I'm doing things here now is not necessarily the most efficient way to do it, but since I escaped this way, I'm doing them now. Okay, here's a secret location that you need you either need a teleport and a party or a jump ability yourself. And you can get stuff from here, but you also will, if you are there long enough, you will take, what is it? Electricity damage. You get these boots from here. You get some stuff here. It's a little bit tough to see. I'm gonna look at the stuff later. Let's get it's a knockdown arrow. There. So you need a bit of magic armor, but as long as you have the jump, you can go there. Okay, so the static loot there was another armor from the Tyrant, which I already have these pants, which I'm not using, by the way. Spoiler: these curse you. So until you have a way to get rid of the curse, don't use those. That's a staff. I will identify that for selling, but I'm not going to use it. These are useless to me. So we got 1500 experience and some cool loot from that. Yeah, let's identify that, but we're not going to use it. Again, I showed this last time. You don't need to do this, but whenever you have tooth, well, if you have a party, you might want these arrows as well, but if you find some tooth, these tooth are worth 35 per piece, but if you take the tooth and any blade and combine them, you get shocking arrowheads which are worth 120. So little tip to get more monies. I don't need to do that right now because I have enough money, but sometimes I can't help myself. Okay, I'm not going to go through the marches. Marches right now, will return there. I will go and find the asylum to sell my loot, and also it's almost always smart to get some experience by just walking around. Because you get experience when you discover locations. Speaking of finding locations, we want this waypoints. Thank you. So we are not going to go there and fight. We could, but let's skip that for now. If I can remember where to go. Okay, so we can see in the map the 4th choice right there. So if you escape the other path, this is where I fought the one Magister fight in the big hall. If you escape from there, come down this ladder, you will end up here. So more or less, whatever escape paths you take in the game, eventually you will end up in the same place. Tiny Frog, yeah, I have that problem in every game. Every game I loot too much. I'm always hovering close to the weight limit. Even when I have like a million gold, I'm still looting some stupid shells and fish bones or something, and then I just have to stop. Luck around a box of boxes, keep everything. Yeah, that works. But yeah, compared to the first part, where I can say that I know everything. I know everything from everything in the Fort Joy Fortress, but actually Stardust Herb is pretty important. But here in the Act 1 I don't remember specifically, so I might be wandering around a little bit more than I did in the first part, but it's been a little while since I played this. Again, as said with the loots, always looting. Although, especially with if you have any point in Lucky Charm, which I do if I remember to use this shield. If you have any point in Lucky Charm, which I have 2 points of, there's always a chance for the Lucky Charm to trigger, and that can sometimes generate your weapon. Usually it gives you more loot, like...
that scent. It's unmistakable. How did noxious bulbs end up here?
It gives you more loot, or more...
What's this?
more
I
items.
found something.
But sometimes you get a good armor or weapon out of it. My voice through your pass rig is amazing. Is it boomy? Is it really boomy? Hey Bloody. Okay, there's a trap here. There are these bulbs here. There we can go there later. Look at that. I recall that there was
Plants look truly sinister. They're arranged in a ring.
Alright, this is actually pretty funny. I think this was one of the funniest things in the game. There are these skulls here who talk, and they are taunting you to open. They are taunting you to open the chest, and if you do, these things will explode, and you will have nasty time. Let's see what that actually does. Could you talk to this guy?
A severed head sits rotting on a stick, its eyes open.
I don't know who you are, but hear this. Don't open the chest. Don't open the chest. Whatever you do, don't open the chest. These dialogue lines are the best, especially if you have the villain tag. Tell me he has a fly on his nose. It must be very itchy. You witch. As long as you don't open the chest, you'll be a witch all your life. Hey friend, that would do brilliant. What you want me to do?
Tell him to repeat after you. Peter Powder packed a pickle in a paper packet.
His face falls.
You'll give him another chance. Better a bad barber than a bloody butcher.
His nose twitches in itchy frustration.
My mother makes milk honey, my master makes more.
Itch. Ton of itch. That.
There is no max limit, but there's a max limit how much experience can you get from the game, because there's no respawning enemies, so I think the max you can hit is level 22.
You lean across and scratch the dead head's nose. Skin sloughs from the... You shake it off. Pretending to pat the man's head, you wipe your finger in what's left.
Thanks very much.
Oh man, this is so hilarious.
Hell, just don't. You look like a good.
The severed undead head looks at you with puppy dog eyes.
And I thought we're.
Okay, but yeah, the head warns you that don't touch the chest. So of course we are going to loot the chest.
Open the chest!
So you get this little bit of a trap here with poisons and everything, but that's about it. Cool trap effects though. But for some reason you are still safe in the middle. So it's not really that dangerous. But usually the game is kind enough to show that if there's a danger around, there are bodies around. So if you pay attention, you will be alright. Okay, the simple ring we don't care. The empty grenade we might use. Let's eat the head.
You were a genius maze builder. Clear of mind, sharp of wit. You built an invisible staircase. Useful to those who may find it.
This might be useful. It's a tip for later. No spoilers about that just yet. Actually, any magic spell is kinda useless to us, so let's just get rid of those. Stardust herb is very useful for us. Okay. I think there was a fight here. Yeah, I think there's a fight here that I think there's a possibility to avoid this, but I just don't remember the path. I mean, avoid this fight now. Especially if you are undead, it's pretty easy to walk through here. But let's not do that yet. Yeah, let's go from here. So we're not going to fight those salamanders just yet. I think there was a way to avoid them from here, right? Okay, good. So this is where you want to. This is where you want to be. After you escape. So when you escape the Fort Joy prison, you want to get here. You can get here with multiple ways, but this is the next safe haven, the next place of merchants and stuff like that.
Up on the ledge before you,
Stand back and keep your hands off your weapons. Convince me you're no magister, or draw one last... I will not. You do not wear the collar of oppression. Explain. I have heard of this. I apologize.
with one grace...
Come.
Casually standing there organizing the inventory, yeah, we are cool like that. Okay, so this is the Sanctuary of Amaria. She is the merchant for hunting skills. We might buy the tactical retreat from her, but other than that, we are not going to get stuff from her or sell. We will sell stuff to Exter here.
A young man in oversized armor paces around a table covered with a spread of maps.
Every approach.
He glances.
Who the blazes are you? A sorcerer? Indeed, Seeker can always recognize a sorcerer.
Yeah,
when they see one.
towards later when we have all the attributes, all the skills, we'll be utilizing the different kind of teleport skills a lot. Especially because we are solo, we need stuff like that.
You meant Verdus. Then he's as good as Seekers. Verdus was... The Magisters have us cornered. They have these weapons called Shriekers. Our chances... Alexander... If he's behind this, they were afterward, but he hasn't returned. If Sagara... You'll...
His show.
Thank you. Allies are in short supply in this place. If you help us...
So you get a lot of information about the lore here. You get all the quests, and Exter here sells the Polymorph Skills and the Scoundrel Skills. Oh, hey JFKC. Okay, but like before, we want to improve our relations before we sell our stuff. So let's see. I think he requires more than say Deborah did. So let's see. Can I? How much is 147?
Wished, Bonnie Baron, now don't you cry.
Okay, so you need about 300 for Exter to be at 100. 100 relations.
The seven watch o'er us. You're safe in bed.
So when you have the attitude at 100, you get discounts for the stuff you buy, and you get more stuff for you. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff. He has 2000 now, so that should do it. Is there something we need to buy? Actually, the empty canisters are kinda useful to us. I'm checking the crafting components. You can always have more stardust, so I could buy that at some point. I could actually buy that now. No, we will have enough of those things later. Yeah, I don't think we need.
Wished, Bonnie Baron, now don't you cry.
Gareth, please come back.
The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet eyes.
So the code of the merchants resets when you level up or after 1 hour in game. So especially when you're selling loot, you want to sell kind of everything and then come back when you level up. They also change some of the things in the inventory. Inventory after that. Sell that before I forget. Okay. So when I came here, I got experience by just exploring. Another reason to come here.
Don't move, Jules. Save your strength.
Hey, Sir Lori's here, and you can get experience here by healing these guys. So you get. I think you get experience by healing them all. Then you might get a reward from Simone that I don't remember.
The young woman looks
But
over
Simone
the
here
remaining
does sell
unsure of what to
hydro
do. She
stuff.
sees you and nods.
You're a finer healer than I'll ever be.
Hey, Fire Frog.
You healed me. How did you?
Tilly, especially because I'm playing a physical character, I like to craft the tremor grenades.
If my mother were here.
That's probably the most important thing. It depends on your class. It depends on your party, but especially these. Especially these, because they are additional kind of panic button knockdown if I need it. So you need empty canisters and what was it?
Don't move, Jules. Save your strength.
the Earth Essence. It actually does remind me, let's make those. Because Earth Essence is kinda easy to come by, and these crafting components you can almost always find with different merchants. So now I have 3 of those ones. Then another one would be the different kind of armor, the physical armor and magical armor potions. But I haven't found ingredients for those yet. So what I would like to do is get this Amaduvir, so that I could create some physical armor, because the biggest danger for my solo character is getting knocked down.
In an instant.
Oh, I actually went to level 7 already. Nice.
I was certain I wouldn't. Thank you. I wish I had a fit.
I didn't realize I was that close. I actually should have gone and sold my stuff to the other merchant as well. So when you heal all of them, you get more experience. You get a reward, which I might use later. Well, probably not. I'll see. Okay, there's Han. I think I said Hal before, but Han he is.
You tried your best. I'm glad you're safe now.
Okay. Get up in here. Can identify stuff. You can also sell stuff to him.
This is ruined.
So we'll invest a little bit.
A grim-faced man sifts through a pile of badly damaged weapons, salvaging the repairable, ditching the broken. He holds the damaged blade.
This was Halorn's blade. It was his first. It was also his last. He didn't intend to die here.
The point breaks away, leaving a...
Who are you?
He realizes, to his surprise. He works fast, checking weapons to see if they're battle-ready. He thumbs the edge of a blade. It draws
see about
blood.
that staff.
He grins.
Well, actually, let's not do that yet. Let's give him... I think it might be 300 as well. Yeah, it might be less, but don't really care. So I didn't identify that. It is actually pretty good staff for me, but don't really care about it. So we'll just sell it. The Magister's Mantle, not going to use. Skull Amulets. Symbol Pendant, do we care about this one? No, we don't. Okay, the Bright Amulet with Warfare is actually pretty good, but the one I have with Intelligence from Sahila's Crest, kind of it's not worth it to change it. It's a kind of situational. Is one Intelligence better than one Warfare? I'll keep those. I'll keep those. Okay. Sneaking. I don't think you can melee attack with the staff. It's always the kind of the well. If you are saying that can you do a physical attack as in melee attack, no you can't. So staff will do what, or this staff would do water damage. It is. Well, it's kind of irrelevant. Is it actually a melee attack? You can do damage standing next to each other and hitting them, but it will always do the damage depending on the element. There's no physical staff in the game, which is kind of a shame because there are some staffs that stat-wise could work for example, Necromancer pretty well. Okay. Right. Gerben here sells necro spells and summoning, but we have everything now. But on level 8, he will be our man. So let's get the gold now.
The blade is thirsty.
And
Bless and protect your
wonder was there
humble
anything else here?
Before
Probably
you
not.
stands a figure, her body wreathed in cloth. All you can see of her eyes are two dark holes in an ornate mask.
Amadia's blessings, child. Very well.
Actually, that's a different thing. The cleave says that you actually, if you have multiple opponents in front of you, you can damage them all. It's not related to the warfare. It's related to the type of attack you do with it. So it's still, the damage is still the elements, and because it is the elements and staff scale with intelligence, you don't get warfare bonuses in that. And if there was a physical staff, staff would be the best weapon for me damage-wise, because I have a lot of intelligence. So of course a weapon that scales with intelligence would be good for me. But because I rely on physical damage, they are not. But again, with a different character, if you are actually doing magic damage, the staff is the, well, potentially the best weapon for a mage in general. Depends a bit on the stats. Okay, let's fight these guys. I don't necessarily need to. But I might as well, because I leveled up. So we are level 7 already. We basically fought one fight. We didn't even have to fight against the skeletons. We just walked around and already hitting level 7. Hey, typical puppets. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Okay. I don't need more memory, which is kinda irrelevant for me now. Because before I get Savage Sortilege, I'm not critting with my spells. Hey, Eldorgan. It was either Bob Ross or Zemalf. Okay, Arum, nice to have you here, although there's nothing wrong with Bob Ross. Yeah, before I have Savage Sortilege, the critical score doesn't really matter. I should raise my wits for initiative, but I don't even care about that so much. The only thing I'm thinking is that will I take the one additional point in Constitution so I can keep using Shield? Because currently it always drops when I use Flesh Sacrifice. I'm hoping to find like some +1 Constitution item that would help the most. The other thing is about the memory. I kinda have all the skills I need, and you get one memory slot every other level without even putting points in memory. The memory affects how many spells you can have active at one time, and there's stuff there I can live with. So let's just scale out damage by putting more points in intelligence. Warfare is already maxed. So here things get interesting, because this is kind of the weird thing about the physical damage, weird thing about the Necromancer. Depending on what weapon you use, if you use a two-handed weapon, if you have a two-handed weapon in two hands, and you do necro spells, they still scale from the two-handed bonus, which is kind of weird. So you are using a melee weapon, so you benefit from two-handed skill, even that you are using spells. So again, one of the reasons why Necromancer is kinda OP. Hey, Smoo, it's a nice name. Welcome. But yeah, so basically, that's why usually it's important for mages to have that two-handed staff, and they scale with intelligence. But you could also, because it's a two-handed weapon, you can scale your damage with the two-handed. The other thing that will benefit us is Scoundrel. Scoundrel, because that adds the critical chance. But again, before we have the Savage Sortilege, this is not that useful for us. I think skill-wise, I could up my damage by taking two-handed now. Or Huntsman, or Scoundrel. But I'm thinking now to either take Polymorph, because that would give me more spells for the physical side. I could have Tentacle Lash, which acts as one sort of crowd control. I could have a Heart of Steel as well, which would help me with my physical armor. Yeah, I'm leaning towards putting some points in Polymorph now. And then if I get... yeah, that helps me actually quite a bit. Yeah, I was thinking about the Huntsman as well, because Huntsman does give me more damage when I'm on high ground, and I could have the Tactical Retreat. But then again, the Tactical Retreat is the only Huntsman skill I will take and use. And I would like to have this from items instead, or at a later point I will put points in there. All the attributes management gets a lot easier in Act 2, or when you get to the boat, because the boat has the respec mirror, so then you can swap around stuff. And depending on what bonuses you get from your gear, you can micromanage your attributes. So for example, right now I would only need one Necromancer, so because I get the Necromancer from... where do I get it? I get it from A item. Where do I get that, actually? No, that's from the Lone Wolf. Never mind. So yeah. Right now I could micromanage my attributes a little bit, but let's go with these. Okay. Let's learn the Polymorph Skills. The Tentacle Lash is probably the most useful for me. As said, that's one form of... Sadly, I need the level 2 for the Heart of Steel. Chicken Claw I could use, but usually not. The Bullhorns is really good for moving around. I really like that skill. So even that I say that I play as a Necromancer, it's still a little bit like an Inquisitor, because we are having some other we are using the knockdowns, we are using the polymorph attacks and stuff like that. Okay, I'm not going to use the Death Wish unless it's kind of a situational stuff. The Bouncing Shield is kind of an extra on me right now, so I think at least the Tentacle Lash I will use. What else? Hey Jay, there's a lot of good builds, on Steam. If you look for Sin T builds, he's a guy. If you Google this, he's a Lost Sinner on Steam. I'm more or less following one of his builds with this one as well. But he has party builds, he has solo builds. But what Tiny Frog said, that's a good tip on your first playthrough. Well, I played my first playthrough as a balanced party. Not balanced, but I had 2 guys who did physical damage, 2 guys who did magical damage, because I didn't know what I would be facing. It was fun, but some fights were really challenging. So you do make it better if you focus on either physical damage or on magical damage. And everyone in your party does the same thing, because as if someone has 1000 magic armor but is all out of physical armor, that 1000 magic armor does absolutely nothing if you do physical damage. Oh, hey, Dust Monkey. I usually don't do early morning streams, but last weekend when I did the 24-hour stream, I really enjoyed waking up and starting to stream right away, and then be done with it. Last weekend I wasn't because I went through the whole day, but still. No, but yeah, as I said, Buffalo, that's the reason why it's, well, if you have a balanced party, you can handle absolutely everything. There are fights in the game where you do better if you, for example, do magic damage. But if you have 4 guys who do physical damage, they still probably do better than 2 guys doing magic damage. But that is one of the big things about this game, the physical armor, the magical armor. You have to go through one of those to get damage. There's no real benefit from going through both of them. It's kind of, you do extra damage for nothing before you start actually damaging the guy. Okay, so we are using at least a tentacle lash. Are we using the bullhorns? Bullhorns is kind of nice. It's a way for me to move around. So what I could do is stop using the bouncing shield and use the bullhorns instead. I don't necessarily need the buff spells all the time. I rarely use these in fights, but I do pre-buff them. Pre-buff with them. Let's go with not using the shield, and let's go with bullhorns. It's a nice ability. It helps me move around. It can save me from a situation. Actually, when I said that the tactical retreat is the only huntsman skill I want, actually first aid is really useful as well. Sometimes if you are crippled and you want to move, first aid really saves you there. Yeah, let's go with that, and because I'm now not using the shield, let's start using the reckoning instead. Which gives me +2 intelligence instead of the +1 warfare of the Viper's Tongue. Okay. Let's fight these guys. Well, these guys are kind of a good example. For example, this Void Salamander has 143 of the physical armor, and this one has 129 on magical armor. So you have easier time against this Salamander with magic damage because it only has 78, and against this one you have easier time with physical because it has 72. So if you had a balanced party, you come here with 2 guys with physical, 2 guys with magic, you would focus the magic damage on this one and the physical damage on this one, and you would be doing alright. But on the other hand, if you have 4 guys doing physical, you wouldn't have to deal with the 78 magic armor at all, you wouldn't have to deal with the 129 at all. This is a balanced group of enemies, so it's kind of even. It's about 210 or something to go through before you start damaging them both. But again, there's nothing wrong with going with balanced party. And on the first playthrough I almost recommend it, because at least for me it was fun to figure out how to deal with the enemies. Okay, but anyway, let's deal with the salamanders.
I am your death. I take your ore.
Okay. Well, actually, all in all, this fight would be easier with magic damage, because there was the third one as well. I forgot that. Okay. Let me see. How do we do this? How do we do this? do bullhorns. One great thing about this skill is that this is free. This is a free skill. You just get bullhorns. It ups your retribution, and you gain a skill bull rush, which does cost bonus. And you can set bleeding with this, but most importantly, you actually teleport around with this. Well, not teleport around, but kind of go forward a lot, so you can move around, get yourself out of a tricky situation. Okay, so let's. I will move here more or less just to get closer to them, and then we can teleport this one. Probably want to try to deal with 2 of them first. Okay, with adrenaline I can still get an additional point. They are almost there to ready to be knocked down. I have to deal with this one a little bit differently. It's a little bit off from actually getting them with stomp. So let's knock these guys out. So let's use the adrenaline. My infect should do. Okay, if I high roll, I will do enough damage with infects. That was not a high roll. Oh, I didn't even notice this corpse here. I actually could have utilized these as well. Always pay attention to your surroundings, I can say. Should say. Okay, let's try to control this guy with my friend. Okay, that was good for us. So now we can actually. Okay, how do we want to do this? Well, actually, why don't we? If I could find a way. A little bit tricky to see, but I think I can stun them all. Okay. So we are abusing the, more or less abusing those the knockdowns. That's our way of survival with a solo character. And now soon I'm ready to kill one of them, and then the rest of them die to corpse explosion. Let's see if I can find a spot where I could damage all of them, but not myself. I think that's it. Yeah, but we can have one hit here first. Oh, that guy did go first once. So we are out of magic armor, but that's fine for us. Okay, so this guy is about to die. Sadly, he moved. That was I kind of missed that he was about to. He was about to do that, but we can we actually make this one explode? Yes, we can. Okay, so we have to just deal with this guy and this guy. Okay. Let's do bullhorns. It will damage this one and this one both. Kills this guy. That guy probably dies to. Okay, let's see. Let's do tentacle clash on this one, because with tentacle clash this guy gets atrophy. atrophy, which means he can't use skills. He's almost dead. Okay, I might actually be through with. I move 0 action points. No. Okay. I actually have enough damage to kill this one. Didn't even realize. Okay. Easy. Well, not easy, but that was tactically pretty sound. Now, if I... Right. This is actually pretty good amulet for certain characters.
Walk to me. Walk with purpose. I am near.
Okay, now
Your presence.
There's a treasure here. There's a treasure here that you get with if you have a pet pal and you talk to this squirrel. The squirrel can tell you the location. I think it's around here somewhere. Oh, it's actually there. I saw it. Never mind. I had enough wits to actually see this without that. Is this the one? Ah, yes, it is. Okay. So this gives 3 unique items. Most important of them is the Ring of Intelligence. If I could actually see that, where was it? Okay, give me that ring, please. Because while this ring is only 7 magic armor, this is the best ring for intelligence-based character. This ring levels up to +3 intelligence later on in the game. If you know how to level up items with that one merchant, you know how to do that. But that's much later in the game, so let's not go there now. But this is the only ring in the game with a rune slot. The only ring. So you can add more critical chance. You can add +3 intelligence and critical chance to that rune slot. So this is the best ring for us. We will actually use this ring all the way to level whatever we get to, level 22, whatever. This is the best ring. But it's kind of silly that you actually find the best ring for you this early in the game. These other items here are absolutely fantastic for a party. So if you come in here with the 3-man party, you get a unique item for your mage. You get a mask for your tank or melee character, and you get nice gloves for your ranger. So really nice location here. Do I care about that one pyro? No. Okay, I didn't actually remember that you can actually spot that treasure locations without knowing where it is, but it's a good thing I did. Yeah, I think it's the red rune, the one that gives intelligence with the rune frame. Do I have a red rune? Oh, I do. Well, right. Sometimes I forget. No, that's not how you do it. You do the managed runes. Okay. You can change the runes, but and you can combine runes, and later on in the game you find these rune frames that you can do the combine with. That's the thing I was thinking about. But you should always, if you have an item with rune slot, you should put a rune in it. Even if the rune is not that important for you. Because you can always change them around. Hey Imperial, yes, early stream. Because it is Saturday. Aurum, about all the treasure locations, you spot them with your wits. Well, not your wits, well, kind of with your wits, or with the character's wits. And whenever you go to the location and dig with the shovel, you get the item or the location or whatever, even if your character didn't spot it. So you can look at the... There are... If you want to look things up or you know them, you can just follow these coordinates here and find any treasure in the game that's hidden. Good. Hey, Fart! Thanks for the follow. Good to have some farts on a weekend. Do we fight these guys now? Do we go there? Yeah, let me try to remember the path. What's the path take here? Well, actually, we could go to the cave. Yeah, let's do the cave. Cave is hard now, but that's fun. Oh, hey, I totally missed your hydrate there way in the past, Lord, but I do need a drink now, so I will take it. I just realized that I have to have the camera in the different spot than it was last time, but I think that's fine. Maybe I will change it back down on the break or something. I got the location of this cave. Oh, well, not this one, but this one. I got the location of this one with from a book earlier. But I'm actually curious about this one, so I can't walk here. Can I teleport? Is this actually just totally extra? Oh, that is weird. I actually can't get there. Really? Oh, I can. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's see what we have here. This one was the one I was interested about. So that was a hidden entrance, but I saw it and knew where it was. Flying Radiance, sure. Don't care about the skill, but let's learn it anyway. Was this the way to the... Oh. I'm actually not sure if I have found this before. Maybe I have, I just don't remember. There's a secret treasure here. Okay, okay, you know what? This might actually be part of the new... Yeah, this is part of the new, well, the free DLC. You get these gift bags from Larian, and there's these 4 relics of Rivelin that I started with that one fight earlier that made my jaw drop because there was actually new stuff. So yeah, I haven't been here before because this was in the latest gift bag. Look for a way to deactivate the barrier. I didn't find a skeleton arm, but thanks. Interesting. Okay, let's see if this is a puzzle or something else, or a fight.
A purple barrier hums as you approach, sealing a chest inside a circle of ancient stones.
So, just to make clear, I have never seen this one, so the 4 relic stuff is new to me. So let's see how this goes. Strange symbols. Usually, if you have something that you can use with your tags, I have the Scholar and Mystic. It's usually beneficial to use if you see these in the dialogue.
The symbols will curse anyone that dares near. This chest cannot open unless the magic is dispelled. Sound spills through the cracks of the old... These are the dissonant notes of a curse. If you wish to open the chest, the sound spills through the cracks of the old stone circle, like an hourglass without end.
So if I place my hands there, I would be cursed. That's what the game is telling me. On the other hand, I don't see anything else here that I could do with that. So what I could do is when I have the bless ability, I could then heal myself from the curse. So I think I will come back here. I will soon-ish get the bless spell that will help with the cursed stuff. Yeah, but that's interesting. It is. You do need to teleport there. You can't get there otherwise. What was this about the skeleton arm? I didn't see anything waving me in. Okay, so yeah, let's go here. This is difficult. Okay, I don't remember. No, I don't. Now I do. Okay, there's a tough fight here. Actually, a fun fight. And I would be better off coming here on level 8. Hey, we got some with Lucky Charm there. I would be better off coming here with level 8. All he needs is someone else's hand here. Give me a helping hand. Okay. So there's some cool stuff in here, but there's also annoying, super annoying NPC here who we need to teach a lesson.
Hey you! Let me see what you've got under there. Go on, show me your...
Yeah, Trump Toy. Trump Toy is kind of an ass, but not kind of an ass. He is an ass, and he's an asshole.
Tits. You're embarrassing yourself.
Trump Toy. Okay, so there's a little bit of trap here. They don't do anything right now, but as a joke.
Today, gone tomorrow.
An
Life's a
illusion.
dream, isn't it?
This fellow must be quite proud of himself. Huh, clever.
Indeed. And the game autosaves here. Whenever the game autosaves, you know that you should be careful. You came just in time, Scapia, for the fight. This is fun. I said that it would be smarter for me to come here on level 8, because I would have more abilities, but just for the challenge's sake, why not start? Okay, I don't remember exactly where the fight triggers, so let's rebuff. Because this is pretty nasty fights. But actually, this is not the nasty part. The nasty part comes later. Let's try to trigger the fights.
Didn't I tell you to leave? Wasn't I clear? You can't...
Okay. So, what Trump Toy does is that he multiplies himself. Here in this fight, I recall that none of these is kind of Trump Toy himself. In the other fights, you can focus down to who's the real Trump Toy. But this guy has a lot of physical armor, so kind of a tricky one. I might have been better off coming from this side, so I could have teleported up there. Yeah, that could have been better. Yeah, let's Well, let's put the bullhorns up at least. Bullhorns up and let's see what we can do. That guy's out of sight, that's unfortunate. Let's go up here. Most of less sacrifice. Can I get this now? Not yes, nice. That helps. That helps because I can deal with these two, and then this guy on the first turn will walk around and not do anything. So I can just deal with these two. They are already 0 HP. Oh, I can't wait to have nether swap so I can actually start grouping them up even more. Okay, so we can kill one of them now. Actually, since I have the height advantage, I will do max damage on the guy below to get his physical armor out. So 176, that's pretty good. Okay, I will reapply the Peace of Mind here for the next turn. Oh, he didn't even walk here. That's interesting. Okay, let's knock these guys out again. We can kill one of them. I have to be careful with Infect because I will run out of physical armor. So let's kill this guy. And now I can kill this guy with the corpse explosion if I want to. Okay, let's wait there. Okay, this is always the tricky part of the fights because I have used the skills I can control the fight the best with, but I'm also taken out all of their things. So what I can do actually is use a tentacle lash and a pull. All right, these guys don't leave a corpse, right? Because they are illusions. Never mind. Okay, let's use the tentacle. Let's use the bull rush here to get into a safety and maybe use a tentacle lash on... No, you know what? What's the best course of action here is the infect and actually kill this guy with infect. Because I can kill him with when someone is decayed, you can actually do damage with restoration on them. So I can kill that one off, and then when I do a tentacle lash on this guy, he's basically not being able to do anything. Do I want to bull rush him still? No, it's probably fine. I could knock him down with the tremor, but I don't really need to do that. I will set him bleeding, if he bleeds. I'm not sure if he bleeds. Okay, that missed, but doesn't matter. Interesting. With atrophy, he can't use skills, so he was forced to actually use the water balloon there, which was cool. Okay, infects. 1 hit point left. Yeah, but this is the easy part of the fight, or this place. The next one is actually quite tricky. We get a little bit of reward here for this fight. Or not. Oh, I love this. I love this and I hate this.
Even easier than I thought.
Yeah, as said, he's an asshole. Okay, wait a minute. Was this the? That's where I came from. I got a little confused where I was. Oh right, you have that one room before that. Yeah. Okay. I think some of these chests were actual chests and not Tromdoy's trolls. Hey, physical armor potion, very useful panic button for us. Okay, let me organize this a bit. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's put these here. Trump doy. Oh, hey there, TJ. Yeah, this well, this game has fights. You can consider some of them boss fights, but kind of there's usually like multiple enemies still in there instead of you actually fighting a single guy as in say Dark Souls boss fights. Okay, the empty grenade might come in handy. And yet another one of his traps. Let's read that. Giving me some crafting recipes. Okay, this if you look around, you can probably figure out which door to go out from. But it's actually pretty interesting. Kind of there are doors that lead to nowhere. So of course you wonder, I wonder what's here. So it's one of the Tromdoy's traps again. I'm currently playing this as a solo character, as a special challenge. There is an ability that specifically makes this very powerful, the Lone Wolf. But normally you play this with a four-person party, and if you are playing this for the first time, you have these origin characters who have special quests in the game, and you should probably play with one of the origin characters and have 3 others out of the 6 different origin characters in your party. So they have dialogue between each other, they have quests, stuff like that. But I'm now playing with a custom elf as a solo character for a specific challenge. But yeah, if you like RPGs, this game is amazing. I haven't personally played the Divinity Original Sin 1. Some say that it's kind of story-wise not that great. Some of the mechanics were tweaked in this one, making this one better. And there's no need to play the first one. But if you like RPGs, I can definitely recommend this game. It's fantastic. Okay, I honestly can't remember how to open this door. Do I need to pick the lock? Was there a mechanism here to open this actually? There might have been some way to open this, but I don't remember. There's sometimes if you press a key, in my case the Alt key, you can see the loot, but the game doesn't reveal like secret levers and stuff like that. Yes, I'm playing on a PC. This game is also available on PS4 and Switch, probably Xbox as well, but those are the ones I know. And I originally played this game on Switch, Nintendo Switch, and it works really well on console as well. The only thing you can have on PC, which I'm not using, you can use mods. But and I guess the console interface worked really well. One of the downsides is that working with the hotbar was kind of it's not as convenient as with the mouse. But apart from that, console works well. But yeah, this is PC. Okay, now comes the hard part. The really hard fight. Especially because I'm here alone. And if you don't figure out the trick for this fight, it's even harder.
Open your eyes. Time to die.
So the trick to this fight is that who's the real Trumpdoy. If I recall, this is Trumpdoy. Because he's cursed. Yeah. So these ones are the clones. But if you kill Trumpdoy who's cursed, if you kill this one, you the others die. And now I don't remember, do you get experience from these guys? So because I'm doing the whole max experience thing, do I actually need to do this the hard way and kill these guys first? You do get experience from these. Oh man, okay. So I have to do this the hard way. Okay, so if you are in this fight, I already spoiled it, but just kill this guy. Just kill the one who's cursed. But we have to do this the hard way. Okay, let's see. How do we do this the hard way? It's especially hard for me right now because I can't rely on the corpse explosion because these clones or whatever illusions, they actually don't leave corpse. So my most powerful spell is useless. Let me see. Oh, and there's invisible bridges just like there was here, so they will actually come to me. Okay, the archer is probably the least dangerous one, so let's take the bullhorns, just because it does add the retribution, and it gives me the bull rush. Let's teleport this fella here so I can control the melee characters with knockdown. And as you can see, the teleport is super effective physical damage spell, giving me quite a lot of damage on these guys. Okay, let's kill the weaker one. Well, not the weaker one, but one who has less armor right now. Okay, I hope I high roll this one, that would help a lot. That's pretty high roll, that's good. Okay, I have to use adrenaline here. So now I have these two in control. But still pretty tricky. It's pretty close of actually tentacle lash in that one, but it doesn't do quite enough damage, sadly. And there's a chance of me to miss the knockdowns, and that makes things quite a lot trickier. Okay, do I stay here and control them? Do I try to hide? Hide from the archer? Maybe I will hide. Yeah. So the real Trumpdoy goes invisible. That actually helps me. helps me because now he's closer. Okay, so let's knock them down with the battering ram. I think I will save the tentacle lash on that guy. Let's kill one of them.
Something nearby.
Okay, that's... Okay, I might be in trouble here. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay. First attempt. As said, I have to do that. I have to do this the hard way. So this is actually super tricky. Yes, I failed. Was that my first actual death? No, it can't be. Okay, but again, the easy way, kill this guy. The hard way, kill them all for the experience. Okay, let's choose a different path. Let's deal with the archer, because the archer can get us from range, right? Okay, have to use one here to move myself around a bit. Is this total nightmare for new players? There's different levels of difficulty. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, but if you play on the lowest or the second lowest, it's very manageable. It's not like hardcore game. Yes, there's acts from 1, 2, and 3, and 4. The 4 is kind of the very final one. But yeah, this is not like super hardcore if you play on the easier difficulty. It's actually one of the things missing when I'm playing with one character is the tactical elements, because you would alternate the turns depending on your initiative with enemies. So the 4-man party is actually super interesting to do the fights with, and definitely not anything like that game whoops your ass. Just lower the difficulty if you're having a tough time. Okay, let's deal with the archer first this time. This might be a better approach, but let's see. Let's try to block the ladder so that they don't come up. Okay. Let's infect. That's you. Use the adrenaline now. So that's the archer dead. But again, two of my better skills are relying on corpses, and they don't leave corpses now, so we are in a little bit of trouble. There's not much else I can do, is there? Not right now, no. Oh, did I? Whoa. I accidentally killed the other guy. I was supposed to kill the archer. Oh well. Yeah, I was supposed to kill this guy. My bad. Okay, now we need to control these two somehow. Man, this is a tricky fight without when you don't actually kill the real trump toy right away. Wait, what? Tentacle Lash doesn't work from the lower level? Okay. Whatever. This guy won't be knocked down anyway. He's on atrophy, so I don't really care. Yeah, this is tough. This is super tough.
Something nearby.
And this is hard. This is really hard. Trying to kill them all. At least this guy didn't have a knockdown, so that helps a bit. Next turn I get quite a lot my spells back, but it's still difficult. Okay, the hiding almost worked. The hiding almost worked. I would need my teleport now to do everything I want to do, but I can control these two now. Trump toy might have a chicken claw or something to take me out, so I could maybe take the potion. It's also tricky. I'm not sure if the stomp will work. Stomp will work up the stairs. Let's see. And I need to damage this guy a little bit before that. I would ideally battering ram up here, but oh, I can! Nice! Okay, this helps a bit. This helps a bit because now I might... Let's see what he does. Don't kill me. Okay, we got this now. Now they are all here. I still have my battle stomp. I have my teleport now. Should be able to do this. If I fail now, then it's my own mistake. They are all out of physical armor. I have my knockdown. Teleport does quite a lot of damage. I have my own teleports. I have Tentacle Lash. I could take the physical armor and infect one of them. That helps as well. 163 is kinda a lot, but I think I can do it. Yeah, I should be able to do it, but I need the physical... I do need the physical armor myself, so I have to take that. Let's take you. Teleport you here. Damaging both of them with the teleports. So that does 83 damage. Now the infect should hit him. Yes, okay, good. And then if this doesn't miss... Good, okay, so one of them died. Why did you get a turn? You're too fast. Okay, he's almost dead. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. I think I need a little bit more initiative to get these things done. Shiny Frog, yeah, the pawn is an excellent skill. The pawn is excellent skill for any melee character especially, but it does wonders for others as well. So with the pawn you can you have one extra action point for movement, no matter what else you do. So that helps you move around the place a lot. Okay. I will... Okay, here's what we'll do. We kill you. Do I remove my weapon? No, I will do this. I will replace my weapon with this, so that I have one hand free, which gives me the sucker punch. One action point knockdown, one of the best skills in the game that no one uses. So now we have this fight. Cannot lose anymore.
Are you confused, or do you always have this done?
Oh, right. Okay, right, he does that. I forgot. Okay, so you don't get experience from these guys anymore, I think. Or do you? Okay, this one I don't remember. He summons these again, but I don't think you get experience anymore. You get experience when you kill them once. But now it's okay to kill him. Okay, I will save here. I'm pretty sure I can't get experience out of these guys anymore. You only get get the 1200 once from the clones. So again, easy way, kill the cursed one, fight over. The hard way, the way I did it. But now I'm curious that are these the same guys? I think they are, but kind of for science I think I have to try. Problem is, how do I do that? My stuff is on cooldown again. Okay, let's tentacle lash you so you don't screw around. Let's test with this guy if I get experience or not. Through bullhorns actually, because that's free. I can't quite kill him this turn, can I? Do I have some other skills? Bull Rush might do it. Okay, again, I should kill him, but I want to see if this guy still gives experience. I don't think he does. One hit point. Are you kidding me? Did he die? Succumbed to death. Okay. Yeah. No experience from these guys. So kill the first 3, then kill the cursed if you want the max experience. You don't have to kill that guy. That was extra. I think Trompedo is somewhere in here. So let's try to hit him while he's invisible. He was there. I did some damage to someone. Okay, so he's invisible. He will do stuff. Let's hide there. I'm doing this the hardest way. Oh, there he is. Using cloak again. Okay. Enough fooling around, time to die. I don't know why this guy didn't do anything, but that's odd. Hmm. 24. It's a little tricky because I have so few spells here. Guess I infect you and teleport you. Teleport you next turn. 43. Oh, actually the restoration kills. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, there we go. If I can solo this with glass cannon, you will erect a shrine. No, not that much. Okay, but yeah, kill the cursed one. Be done with it.
As you pick up the ring, you feel a cold, dark pain shoot up your arm. You don't hear, but
so that was the hard way. Almost the hardest way, because I killed one extra as well. But I did all that for extra 3600 experience that I don't really need, but because I'm doing stuff for to just show how it's done. I guess it was alright. Okay, but yeah, that fight is pretty tricky. When I was doing that the first time, I didn't figure out the cursed part. I got, oh wow, why is there so many enemies? He just keeps on summoning more. And I think I killed like 12 of them. Killed like 12 of them before I realized that, okay, one of them is actually real him. And that's the trick. Also, when I did this the first time, I was super disappointed to see these gold piles and only get like 100 gold out of them. This wand here is very important.
Look at that wand. It hums with inner source.
Very, very important item. Do I care about the ring? Not so much. Do I care about the hatchet? Not so much. I will check the unidentified ones. I already know that's one. Charm arrow, not for me. Some crafting components I might use. Okay, but this place is interesting. There's a lot of these soul jars. And I think there's a new one. I think it's this one. It's a new one for the 4 relics of Rivellon. Yeah, the flesh sacrifice is an elf skill. It does boost the damage by 10%, not insignificant, but it becomes even more important when I get elemental affinity, because then I can just use flesh sacrifice to not only boost my damage, but to stand in a blood, which reduces all the necro spells because I'm standing in a blood. So, the most powerful solo character is Fane, one of the origin characters, because Fane has a skill to take an additional turn, which is just insane. Especially when you are solo, because you can basically, especially if you delay a turn, you can have 3 turns in a row. And just murder everyone. Okay, these Necromancer jars, again, I don't know why I keep saying, but this spoiler alerts for stuff. These Necromancer stuff, you don't want to destroy these. You want to come here before you go into the maze later, which we'll go to. You want to take these jars.
The soul jar stands on its plinth, glowing softly. From within, you can almost hear the whisper of a voice. You see, or rather, your visions, the scene twists. You feel a jolt and open.
So slip these jars into your backpack for max experience later.
Ancient, but the pictogram, as he promised, you try to. He promised your hand.
And don't do anything with them. Don't sell them. Don't take the source points. Just keep them.
This jar glitters with a jerk. The door of the dwarf as she's
Kinda similar to what we did with Wither. What's his name? Why does that keep escaping me? Wait a minute. Withermore. So we first activated a fight with Withermore and then destroyed the soul jar. So we are doing same thing with those Necromancers. So we'll go into combat with them so that we get the combat experience from them. All the resistance potions are actually very useful to us, so we'll take all of these. We'll store this here. Identify that later. Telekinesis, don't care. Okay. Gratiana's soul jar, depending on how evil you want to be. Experience-wise, I don't think there's a difference. But this is probably the only thing I will.
From underneath its lid. On its rim,
the only thing I will not be evil with.
The vision, a shadow as you pull your hand away.
So we'll take that because Gratiana was the one in the sanctuary. Sanctuary, well, actually, if you look at the memories in there, she's not the nicest person around, or was not. She has done some done some evil stuff in her past.
You made it all this way.
Yes.
I'm...
No thanks to you.
He trembles and seems...
I'm cursed, you know. As long as the jar stays on, I don't rightly know. His favor was intoxicating. That's no excuse, but it is.
The tears flow.
But yeah, there's his soul jar, and I don't remember what's the...
The jar before you glows.
More or less the only benefit you kinda get from this is you can get the source point on it. I don't think there's no real benefit of not destroying
you hear
this.
Roaring laughter and shouts. Then, with a jerk, your mind is pulled to a beautiful
What tears? He's a skeleton?
It's filled with cheers, but you can almost
The worst tears, the invisible ones.
You see a jester prance in the court. The seams spin, the door closes. Your hand falls from the jar, your skin prickling and cold after the vision. To die down here would be terrible. To live down here for eternity.
But yeah, you can
at the thought.
You can absorb souls, which give you source points, which I don't have any. Well, I kinda have use for it, but not really. There's no real benefit from keeping this soul jar, apart from having potential soul point later. But you can have source orbs for that. The nice thing to do is to smash it to pieces so that Tromptoy can live. Now I don't remember if this gives experience or not. Okay, let's test that.
The jar sits still.
Does this give experience?
To have revealed all the secrets it contains.
It does. Okay. So because we are maximizing experience more than maximizing evilness, smashing that jar is actually the best course of action. Okay, but this is the new stuff. This is for the relics of Rivalon.
Between two fallen columns, emanating a faint odor of seaweed and timber. When you touch the glass, your vision wavers. You emerge on the prow of a fine ship. Your armor pulses with enchantment, dominating those who draw near. Your flag flies for Brachus Rex, a tyrant who traded for your soul. With his power, your flesh and blood is no longer relevant. The vision fades as the soul thrashes, trying to sever your connection.
Chase the soul into the darkness. Heard it here. Let's follow into the darkness.
In the end, greed masters you. You seek out the tyrant's vault to retrieve your soul.
No!
But Brachus is ready with a trap. Thus imprisoned, you can only dream about what is out of reach. Your soul. And the vision shatters as the soul
Oh, I thought
squirms
Brachus
away
actually
from
trapped me.
you, curling up in the bottom of the jar. The soul jar pulses with trapped life force.
Interesting. I have no idea what to do with that actually, but I will keep this. So this is again for the new stuff I don't know about. It's for the 4 relics of Rivalon. It said something about enhanced armor, so it definitely sounded similar to the Seed of Power, but it might be a new thing. Interestingly, I didn't get any... I didn't get any quest update about that. We also found another piece for the Tyrant's armor. We only need 1 more. Captain Sek Sabor. Yeah, I could do that. Let's oh, I quick saved. Luckily the game does a lot of quick saves. Actually a feature a lot of games should do. Instead of having just by pressing the quick save button, the game actually gives 15 quick saves. That might be configurable as well. Okay, let's see what that does. Normally when I play games I never do save scumming. I just want to figure out things, but here since we are min-maxing, let's test this. So this one we should smash to pieces. But then let's see what happens with this. So let's do the same thing.
The soul jar pulses with trapped life force.
Okay, let's shatter this.
What remains of the outraged soul molds itself into a defiant skull, glowering at you before it vanishes.
Snake! Worm!
Okay, I'm going to guess that you actually find this guy later. That's my thinking. So I will actually keep that jar because more or less in this game no matter what you do, whether you kill NPCs, whether you do this, the game never locks you away from getting the stuff done. It's just a matter of how you get it done, and in this case maximizing the experience, although with this one I'm not sure. But what I mean is that you can kill everyone in the game and still finish the game. You don't need quests to do stuff if you just go to the right place, and usually if you kill someone the game has some other way to give you the same information, like reading a book, getting a message from their soul, or stuff like that. So that's one of the most awesome things about this game. Like a lot of games say that they you have different paths for the quests, but most often you just have a kind of selection. Do you do A, B or C, and you click one. In here it's more like a gray area. You can kill stuff and not even know what it affects. I like that.
The deity's head and hands are missing, severed as if by a sword. You can't tell if this was meant to be symbolic somehow. As you take in its chiseled details, you have a vision. The statue comes to life and embraces you awkwardly.
The shrine seems to have brought me here.
Right.
What is this place?
Champion of the cards. It's time to meet our card. Depending on your race. Okay. In one of these places, when you come to the whatever under, there are the other cards here as well. I think you have to fight something here. Okay. Depending a bit, I think you can steal from your card, and that's a way to duplicate items. But I don't think it was actually this dream, or not dream. But anyway, we test that. Oh right, you need a more thievery for that. Okay, but yeah, you can steal from your card, and the card is your image. So you can actually duplicate your helmet, I think, or maybe weapon. Anyway.
A wave-thin elf peers at you from over an imperious hooked nose. Deep darkness circles both his eyes. Disdain etches his face into a sneer.
Ah, you're here. Good. You know me. Yes. Tell me, what have you done in order to make it this far?
I have killed.
A killer, are you? One who thinks herself a god?
Yes.
One who believes she can dole out justice from her own feeble power? You are my champion after all.
I'm not the champion.
Saved you. True. And I certainly won't get the truth from you this way.
Tiersendelia steps forward, seizes your arm with surprising strength, and bites a chunk of flesh from your forearm.
My card just bit me.
His face is thoughtful as he chews your flesh, savors it, and slowly swallows it down.
I was wrong about you. I chose well. You are my Godwoken. You will ascend. You will... I had to know the truth. You have a purpose. Let me show you.
Suddenly, a great energy enters the crown of your head and melts downwards, infusing...
I bless the very water beneath your feet. Now you may wield that power for yourself. A first taste of With these powers, you will have a choice. You can help our people. I will ask much of you in time. But for now, you have a simple... You are supremely important. More so than any loved one, any companion. Do not forget that. Good. Listen closely to what I tell you. The other gods have sought their champions too. If they succeed, our very existence as elves in this great realm may be threatened.
He gestures dismissively over the great battle below, where God assaults God in ceaseless violence.
Fools cause great wars, and great people must follow them into the muck. I have seen the very soul of you. I believe in you.
Okay, so we got the bless. That's the important thing. So now we can bless things, which is the curse. So this is not a story playthrough in any way, but that's more or less the big plot of this game. You are the chosen champion of your god. There are others, but there can be only one. So you need to prove yourself to be the one true champion. Either convince others that you are the best choice, or kill the others. If you play with the origin characters, well, if you have a 4-man party, the others in your party are also Godwoken, the chosen champions of their gods. And that of course means that in the end you either have to kill them or convince them to help you and let you ascend. Okay, what next? How far? We are getting closer to the level 8, which is the most important level, because that gives us the next tier of spells. I think what I could now do is go to... Well, what I could first do is go sell stuff. Go sell stuff first. Do I care about Amulet of the Void? No, I don't. Great, I might. Alright, I totally forgot that I actually have a Fortify scroll as well. Actually, Fortify scrolls could be kinda useful. I don't remember the recipes by hand. Oh. Oh right, Whisperwood. Okay, good. Sadly, also Earth Essence, but I think Fortify Scroll might come in handy, so I will make one. Let's try to remember and get some Whisperwood as well. Earth Essence is... you get these recipes here by reading a book, but you don't need these. What you can also do is just go to combine and combine whatever things, and if you know the crafting recipe by looking it up or by yourself. But Earth Essence is shared with Tremor Grenade, which I want to have as a backup. So now I need to keep an eye on Whisperwoods. Earth Essences. Amarovirs. Different kind of resistance potions are also important, but I can probably buy the stuff I need. Pixie dust for runes, sure, yes. But those comes a little bit later. Okay. So I think what I could do now is go and rescue. What I don't want to do is the void fight. That's super tricky on solo. So let's go do some other stuff here. This is not yet. Yeah, this is not the void fight yet. Okay, let's do this.
Even more corpses here. Good riddance.
So it's very beneficial to read stuff. As said, you don't have to necessarily talk to someone to get quests, as long as you get to the right place. And if you don't know the right place, there are usually two or more ways to find out how to get there. Okay, so we have a couple of undeads here. Wait a minute, where's the third? These guys triggered early. I think one of them... This guy is probably invisible. Yeah, he's invisible. Tricky one. Okay, not that hard of a fight. Let's see if I can teleport him around. Let's put the bullhorns up. Horns up, get closer. Use one action point first. Am I close enough? No. Okay, let's use another one. Because we have a corpse explosion, this fight is almost a joke. Because there's a dead magister there. And now we have the invisible guy somewhere, which I don't remember where he is, but guess we go up here. He will probably backstab me, but let's see.
Show yourself.
Still online, I never sleep. Yes, I have stayed up all night. No, I quit at midnight. Slept, started again. Let's delay.
I sense something nearby.
Okay. I wonder where he is. What if I block the ladder? Can I block the ladder?
Show yourself.
I don't remember where this guy is. Okay, he's not coming up here. I will let him backstab me or something that I actually get to do this fight.
Reveal yourself.
Yeah, I just don't remember where he is.
Reveal yourself. I sense something nearby.
I don't remember if is there a way to actually see them. see them like in XCOM that you can do a little bit of radar. Let's see if this
Show yourself.
it's not batting to me for some reason. This is really weird. I don't remember that this was a thing.
Show yourself.
Sounded like he's right here.
Show yourself.
It's a bit weird.
Sense something nearby. I sense something nearby.
The combatant ever was indeed. This is weird. This is either bugged or there was something special about this, but I don't think there is. I think what he is, he's stuck somewhere.
Reveal yourself.
And for some reason okay, that was a longer chair, so he was following me or something.
Show yourself.
It's because I don't have a spell that does kind of AoE that I could actually damage him. This is a little tricky. Oh, there you are. Hello. I don't know why he wasn't backstabbing me. Maybe the AI was actually waiting for me to be damaged or something. Okay, there we go. That was luckily the battle stomp actually revealed him so that I wasn't stuck here forever. I could have just walked away, but okay. 2.5 hours. I'm thinking that should I take a break already? I don't really feel like taking a break. Maybe I will still continue for about half an hour. Take a break at 3-hour mark. You wanted to squash people with heavy chests. Yeah, that's the thing in this game for sure. And from the little I've seen from Baldur's Gate 3, it's very, very much similar in that sense to this one. Okay, can I please get the Dead Magister? Okay, thank you. Sometimes you need to teleport stuff away to loot. Earth tongues, don't care. Right, I actually don't. Oh, wait a minute, I can do stuff with the source here. Yes, right. I was thinking that I shouldn't come here before I have a source. Okay, so we have burning pigs here. If you come here before
Sense great suffering ahead. The agony. Careful.
traps,
I've spotted a trap.
before you have your bless spell. So there's burning pigs here. If you have the bless spell, you can help them.
Yeah.
And on the first one you get this guy.
The menacing skeletal guardian looks at you wearily, then yawns.
So you dare defy the will of Brachus Rex. Prepare to die.
A little bit of that
and
Warren's
so on and
vibe.
so forth. Let's get this over with.
Yes, yes. I think you just kill this one.
Why wouldn't I be? I hope this brings the discussion to an end. I was a loyal. Now, can we get done?
She heaves a...
Finally.
Okay. If I wanted to prepare for this, I could teleport corpses around to have a corpse explosion possibility, but she's not that tough. and our infect does 143 damage. So we one-shot her 116 armor, and after that it's just the usual knockdown abuse. Okay. Aero, okay. Pyro, okay. Illuminator. Don't care. Okay. But for the rest of the pigs, you need more source points. There are some of these source pools here. Basically, someone's soul in a way. So you can rescue quite many of them. And you get experience whenever you save them. When you have saved them all, you are done with quest. Okay, that actually reminds me. Well, I don't know why I remember that now, but there are hidden items in this game. So there are often places that you can only reach by using the teleports. In this case, it might be something simple as ruby or cash, but there are some hidden items if you pay attention to your surroundings. So you can find places like this that you don't need to go, but there are some treasures there, so you can find extra stuff. And a fishbone. The most important thing, yes. Who cares about the ruby when you have a fishbone? There's also this bird's nest, which I think it's random. You might have an item there. Actually, one of the nice features, well, it more or less was the only way to make the console version playable. There's a button that you can press and it loots everything around you, so you don't have to do this actually click stuff around. It was super convenient. Of course, on console it's kind of required so that it actually works. But when I started playing this PC version, I missed that button very much because it was so convenient to loot stuff by just hitting one button. Mid mouse for the camera rotate. Yeah, that's. I'm usually very. I don't like to use the mid button because I accidentally scroll stuff when I press it. It's kind of a standard to have rotate on the mid, so I'm fine with it. But I don't know. When I started, I mapped the camera rotate to Q and E so that I could rotate them with the keyboard. But in the end, I was kind of okay with the mid mouse. But most of the time in this game, you don't have to change things around so much. So I think it's in the little points, in the some places where you need it, you can easily rotate it. So I guess I'm fine with it. Okay, is there more source here? Yes, there is. I think there's enough source pools here to get all but one pig. And then for that you need to come back with... oh, no, don't go there. Yeah, we don't want to go there. That's one of the hardest fights in the game for me right now. I want to be level 8 when I go there. Okay, so one pig will remain. We will not have source points for that. So that puts me 30,000. 30,000 from... Okay, let's do the small voids fight here. It's a nice big fight. Kind of simple fight, but a lot of enemies.
Void Woken. We meet again.
How do I know so much about the game? I have played this game about 400 hours on Switch. I played this through like completely blind, not looking up everything with a normal party. Then I played it through another time, kind of power playing it and finding absolutely everything in the game. Little bit looking stuff online if I didn't find something myself, and then I have kind of played around with different builds, kind of doing these kind of overpowered builds. And I remember a lot of death. I don't know why I remember. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about this game. A lot of stuff I don't remember, but remember quite a bit. And I actually, probably one of the reasons why I remember so much is that I actually played this game just before I started streaming again in March. So I played this mostly from December to February, like just half a year ago or year ago. Okay, so there's a lot of these small guys here. They are kinda easy to deal with, they don't have any armor to begin with. I can one-shot them with my infects, but there's a lot of them. But they do give a lot of experience, so we are intrigued. And these three are not the only ones we will see. Oh no, I missed your hydrates! I need some way to get alert on that. For sure.
Thieves,
Just save easy.
leeches. This world is ours.
Too focused on kill, misses hydrate, yes. I'm bloodlusted to kill these guys. Oh, good example that actually remembering to take the flesh sacrifice, I could have get a kill here already. Okay, so when you kill the first 3, you get 4 more.
More of them? These beasts are
When you
damn
kill
persistent.
these, I think you get even more.
Fall, die, pass away. Your essence, you will not be spared. Your time is up.
So as there just a moment before we were there in the I don't remember what the place is called officially, the place in the other side where the guard was. That's the rift between the two worlds, or the two places, and these guys are coming from the other side. And with swords you kind of tap into that rift between the two worlds. Okay, so we want to knock these guys down. I just wasted all my... I guess we do that. We do bullhorns. We get away. We make things explode. Do 218 damage, and there's more of them. So yeah, this fight gets harder and harder because there's so many of them the more you kill them. Okay, sweet. I do agree, Tiny Frog. Yeah, the fights are... There's a lot of variation in the fights. Like this fight, you have a lot of these kind of simple enemies, but there's a lot of them, and there's there's not that many similar fights. Like all the fights are different, and usually there's a like if there's very rarely a fight where you have, for example, only melee characters against you. There's always like a knight and an archer and a mage, so you're kind of fighting party versus party if you are playing with the 4-man.
Keep calling us vermin, but we'll just keep putting them down.
Okay. My knockdown is coming off cooldown next turn. Then we can do more stuff. Yeah, these guys don't have the attack of opportunity as far as I can tell. So I'm letting them come here and then I can do knockdowns on them if I need to. Skill 1. Skill 2. Let's do Peace of Mind for a little extra damage next turn. Yeah, and this I really like this. I really like the combat system of this game with the action points and the turn structure that is based on the initiative. So those of you who remember me playing XCOM Chimera Squad, I was talking about this system. In that one it's more set, you don't have the initiative, but kind of you have this turn, and where you are placed in that turn depends on your initiative. And if you have a 4-man party, you can have someone who's fast going first, and you can kind of not micromanage, but that is part of the strategy. That if in your 4-man party there's someone who you want to go first, for example, they are the one who are very good at taking the armor away from the enemy. You want to make sure they have high initiative, and then someone who's kind of a finisher, they might have lower initiative, so that they go later in the turn when everyone else in the party has already taken place. I really like this system, and the action point system is really simple. Normally, if you don't have Lone Wolf, you have 4 action points. You can save action points up to 2 to the next turn. You can delay when you take your turn, you go to the last place. You have stuff that gives you action points, and it's really simple. And instead of being just a crit, you can actually move in 0.1 meter kind of fractions. It's really nice. Okay. Let's rush away. Is it just these 2 guys? Okay. And also one of the awesome things about this game is that kind of, for example, that you can actually use a teleport as an offensive spell. Like, and if you have a mage and you have your party and you play with the elements, that's also very nice. I talked about this in the last Saturday when I started. I don't know why I'm ruining these guys, but the fact that you can make it rain with a rain spell and then throw ice spells there to make ice, or you can throw fire in there to make smoke, and then you can electrify the smoke, or you can make it a poison cloud, then make it explode. And I really love that system. That you can put oil around, put fire in there, make stuff explode. It's really cool. I really like it. Okay, but that was this fight. Super simple if you just use the knockdowns. Oh hey, physical armor potion, that's nice. I think because it's the same size, it will automatically go... No, I used mine. Okay, that's fine. Alright, and this, I think this fight only triggers if... Because I came through this area, but it didn't trigger the fight before. And... This is where the squirrel is that you can talk to, it gives the treasure location, this is where the salamanders were. Okay, let me think. I don't want to go into this area yet. It's dangerous. So I think I want to get the experience from there by going... Yeah, I think I will go and see Gareth next. That also gives me a place where I can get my sorcery loaded. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, the enemies don't respawn. That's so there's no... all the fights are... Alright, right, because we are killing everyone, of course we need to kill this dog. Sorry, dog. All the fights in the games they are not random, and it's one way for them to control the balance of the game, because you can't grind for experience. So, like in many JRPGs, for example, you can grind for experience by just just grinding respawning enemies. Yeah. So this is all the fights are kind of thought out. So they are, some of them more than others, kind of a tactical challenge. Also one thing I really like about this guy. And still, even that I'm now playing this for the display specifically for like 10th time or 12th time, for the whole game like 4th or 5th time, the fights are still fun. Even that they are exactly the same as before, but when you play with different characters, with different parties, play with solo character, the fights are still fun after 400 hours.
Stand off, stranger. Friend or foe?
She searches your face for treachery.
Hey, Brulano.
Doesn't seem to find it.
All right then, you can pass. The Magisters have a shrieker up there. It killed my friend. Now's your chance.
She gives you a...
Well then, if we're going... Once Gareth emerges from the keep there, you're in the right...
She turns her...
Okay. So, there's a shrieker here. I have passed most of the dialogue, but these shriekers are super nasty. The wand I found, the purging wand that gives you the purge skill, this is super important for them. But if you when you played this game the first time, or if some of you haven't, it's too bad now that you see this, you will probably avoid it. But okay, let's save one more time. But this is what happened to me the first time.
I'm guessing that's one of those shriekers.
Embrace me.
And you're dead. I think that was 666,666 damage. So yeah, you don't... The game tells you, don't go near them. Of course I went near them. Like, oh, I want to see, maybe I can kill them. No. Not now. But yeah, that's fun. But what you can do instead is use your wand when you get the purging ability. Wait a minute, I actually want to do this in a way that I keep my strength. So let's take that one, so that I keep 11 strength. so that I can keep on swapping these weapons. Let's get the wand in my other hand to gain the skill. And let's sneak close to it, or close enough to it. Okay, what was the range of this thing? Okay, I don't even have to sneak that close. And actually, even if the sneak fails, you are not too close to it. So with the purge, this is 4 out of 4 uses. You will get more later. There are many ways to get the. This is basically the main quest to escape this place. You have to, like in the Fort Joy, you had many ways to escape the place. Here, you have many ways to get yourself a purge skill, so that you can get through the Shriekers. The wand is one, and actually after I get the wand, oh, I'm actually, oh, I'm fuck, I need to go and sell stuff. Well, that sucks. Okay, is there something extra on me, or will I actually go and sell stuff now and come back? I forgot to go sell in between. Yeah, I will have to go and sell because I want to get rid of the inventory, and then well, we'll come back. Okay, there's a cool fight in here. Cool fight in here, but we'll come back to that. So let's go to Sanctuary and sell stuff. Then we can come back. We can do a little cool stuff here soon-ish. Let's see.
He looks up from his work and grins.
Okay. Let's identify these. Not useful to me. What about? Sometimes I could get some nice helmets. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Witch and Scoundrel is good. I will use that. And I have 11 strength, so I can keep on using that. The belt I'm probably not going to use. Let me see.
Help you?
Yeah, I'm not using any arrow skills, right? Yeah, I have to teleport from the gloves, so this will help me more. It's also actually pretty cool looking. I like that. Some people like to play without helmets, but I like to keep the helmets on because they quite often look pretty cool. The one memory from the Withermore's belt is more important to me. Don't need that. Nice wand with intelligence, but not using wands. Band of Brachus. Actually, that is useful. I could also remove the curse from it. So, is it better than having the restoration from Myko's ring? Maybe a bit later. The +1 Constitution is actually super useful in the ring if I want to use shield. So we can check that. I'm shift clicking, by the way, on these items. That took me a while to figure out how can I quickly place things in the wares instead of right clicking. Okay.
Martha's axe looks
I'm still carrying a lot of stuff because I have maybe I should place stuff in the chests that I don't need actively right now.
Gareth, Hello again.
Okay, Gratiana here is... we have Gratiana's soul jar. We could be super evil and and break the jar in front of her, killing her. But I think I will just give it back because I think that gives experience.
She stops dead as you pull the jar out of your backpack. Her voice trembles as she speaks.
Yeah, in a one-man party I can't have Lore Master because as a one-man party I have so much gold because I don't need to buy skills for 4 guys, just 1. I can easily just use the identification of the merchants.
You entered the vault. Please, give that to me. Give it to me now. You don't understand. You couldn't understand. Please, I need it.
That is useful to inspect them, but kind of especially if you are playing for the first time to see the state. But they don't give me any information. I'm more or less with this character only interested in their hit points and how much physical armor they have. So don't need the Lore Master of that.
Hiding. Impatient.
She reaches up and tears off her mask, revealing a wet skull, stained by centuries. You stare into the empty eye sockets of the undead creature before you.
Unfortunately, this is one of the moments, these kind of things. I haven't played the Baldur's Gate 3 myself yet, but I've watched a little bit of the streams that you actually get the dialogue kind of cinematics. So, for example, this kind of moment when she's actually undead under that mask, you don't get to see that because she doesn't actually remove the mask. It's just in the text.
You dare speak to me of hiding? You dare speak to me of patience? I have waited. I have been patient.
Okay, you can have the jar.
Return.
She reaches greedily for the jar, tearing the cap.
Use your power of imagination, yes.
You see a green.
By Amaria, I feel.
I think she sells stuff.
I can feel your tears.
Yeah, she sells aero spells. Just checking if she has. Yeah, this ring is actually pretty good. Not good enough to invest, but the Constitution could be useful if I use shield. Ring with warfare, not the worst. But I don't really need to invest in items just yet. That will come in Act 2.
The 7 will show us.
Amadia's.
Okay.
So close your sweet eyes.
When I played this the first time, I was so happy that I figured this out. That you can actually cast the bless here to bless this place. What's it actually in the dialogue?
The placid rivulet.
Is it actually here or?
Peaceful in her presence. As you gaze, a voice seems to reach you from within your mind, and from the further voice.
My children.
Did you get the bless option in the dialogue? Let me see. Or was it actually that you?
My children. Dead are they.
A feeling of
my child. My child.
Your tears are suddenly the pond.
Oh, you actually had it like this. I actually thought you actually had to do this with bless. I was thinking about another moment when you can actually do cool stuff with bless. Okay, but this pool here is a very healing one. This will come quite handy a little bit later.
By Armadia's grace, what did you do? This is incredible. Perhaps once. Armadia's truly we are blessed.
Okay, let's sell the rest of our stuff.
Sir Gareth, did you find any sign of him?
But yeah, Exter, he has a lot of gold, so he's a good guy to sell to. Intelligence. Okay, this armor would be better than the one I have. It also requires finesse 12. Those are the things I sold. Do we have rings? Just the Geomancer one I sold. Okay. Do you have? Yes. That's That is a physical armor potion for me right there. Empty canisters, yes please. Grenades, not so much. Earth essence, yes. What else? I think I just need these and these. Okay, now I don't remember. Alright, I'm with one polymorph I could already use the Chameleon Cloak, the invisibility. Totally broken skill in a solo run. I'm not going to use that. Absolutely no reason apart from that it's so broken that it makes this solo run a joke. I don't remember what... Did you create Armor of Frost skill spell with water essence? Maybe it was. Because I can now create. No, I mean not Armor of Frost scroll, but
Smoke and screams.
Magical armor potion. It was not with water essence, no. I don't remember.
Wished Bonnie Barn, now don't you cry.
Yeah, Antlers are knockdown potion, yeah. So what I don't need it that much, because in general I'm using them. I have more magic armor, but the physical armor potions are really important to me, as are Tremor Grenades as a backup. This uses Earth Essence, but Fortify Scrolls and Armor of Frost Scrolls are something that might come in handy as a backup, because I'm not using the invisibility. Let me see, do I know that? I know Fortify, so that's the Whisperwood. Yeah, I don't remember all the crafting recipes. I will find it in a book eventually. But that could actually be quite useful right now. And as a backup I do have 2 invisibility potions, which I will use in absolute oh shit moments. If that will save me, but I'm not going to use the invisibility skill. Okay, that's still quite a lot of load. These things weigh a lot and I'm not really going to use them until I find the last one. Okay, now that I have a source point, let's go and deal with last peak. Last peak, and then we go rescue Gareth. Hey, thanks, Lord. I will have a drink. What was the button that makes me follow my character? Always forget that. Sometimes it's nice to go with just the mouse. Camera resets. Camera resets. Redeem lunch break. I actually do need to take a break now that you mentioned it. Is it just center? Okay, I was looking for a different word. Okay, now it follows my character. Good. If you move the viewpoint with the keys, after that it doesn't follow your character. It's great because you can look around, even to the other side of the whole.
That's a trap.
Other side of the whole island. But sometimes it's nice to just keep on clicking with the mouse. Blue kill might be handy. Okay, let's get the last pick. So there are these skills that require the source points. That's now behind my head, so you don't see it. But there are these skills that require source points, which is the blue diamond, and for that you need these source points. Later on you will get 3 of these, and you can reload them in the combat later on as well. But I had to take this one from the soul so that I can get this last pick. And when you get the last pick, I think you can actually... No, you don't need... Do you need a pet pal for this? Yeah, you need pet pal for this, don't you? Oh, I remember you actually get to talk to them, but of course you can't because you don't have a pet pal. No, you meet this pig later, that was the thing, yes. I remember it was actually these guys, but anyway. With burning pigs... Yeah, perhaps we'll meet it again, so you'll meet one of those later. I remember that it was actually the last pig you meet. But it was not. Okay, so we want to go... there, okay. So let's go back where I was already going, but then I realized I have too much loot. So 11,000 experience to go. So I will walk back to where I was, then I will have a break before we enter the next section. So it was through here. Yes. Okay. Let's save here. I will have a break about 5-ish minutes, and we'll continue with the run. Continue with the rest of the stuff here in Act 1, and we'll probably keep on going after that. So I feel I have a long stream in me, so we'll be here for a while today. But yeah, stick around. See you guys in a bit.